Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing your weekly horoscope forecast for the week of January 13th through the 19th, 2020. I hope everybody's having an amazing weekend. And this week I'm going to be doing it similar to how I did it once before. I kind of like this format a little bit more. I know some of you out there may not like this format. I do apologize, but I never do one thing forever. I always believe in switching it up. So, if you don't like this way, it's potentially I will go back to it in the future. But for right now, I really like this because I feel like it's different and it connects you with your element sign. So I'm going to do the first reading for this week is going to be for Earth, all my Earth elements, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So if you're a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn this week, a lot of magic is surrounding you. This is a very magical week. This is going to be a week when your emotions are very heightened. Your spiritual awareness is going to be very heightened. For a lot of you, it feels like you're holding on and doing too many things at once. Work is going to be overwhelming for many of you. If you can, it's good to work and get support. Work with a group of people, your friends, your coworkers, in your family life. Make sure that you're kind of connecting with your family and getting support if you need it. Some of you later in the week are going to feel a little distant, may feel a little almost like, what's the word I'm trying to use, lonely or disconnected from social media, society, and you will be wanting to kind of go out, and it would do you good to go out and reconnect to nature to ground your energy. Some of you are also dealing with some kind of authoritative energy. This is a male in your life. It's almost like this person is a disciplinarian and maybe wants to tell you how to do things. This could be a boss. It could be your husband. This could be your boo thing. This could be your bae. This could be your boyfriend. Okay. Well, whatever it is, it's almost like, you're dealing with someone that is not really going to change in their ways, and it creates a stagnant energy. You also feel like you are open. A lot of you that are single are open to other people. This is a period of time right now this week where, as we're getting into the month of February soon, a lot of you this week are going to be focused on different people, in your life if you're single and you're looking. So a lot of you could be maybe already in contact with 2 or 3 guys if you're in a dating app, or 2 or 3 women. It depends on what gender you are and what you're interested in, but I feel like there's options. And so Spirit is telling you, if you're single right now and you're just not certain about someone, do not settle. A lot of focus on your finances as well. A lot of you are really kind of contemplating and looking and balancing your checkbook and just paying bills, and seeing what it is that is going to be needed, because you're always worried about, where your money's going, if you have enough, kind of trying to be the responsible adult. Later in the week, a lot of you that have children, there may be some problems at school with other kids that are, bullying your kid or vice versa. There is some kind of a tension. It could be that your child is having some kind of issues with their teacher. And so I feel like for a majority of you, if it's not that, it could just be, outside of school in the neighborhood with their other kids that are their friends. There could be like a falling out, something that your child is going through where you're going to want to protect them. This could be if you're co-parenting and you've already separated or divorced, or you just never were married, but you're co-parenting. The other parent could be kind of getting into your child's mind and saying negative things about you or other people. So there's a lot of those aspects that it won't apply to necessarily all of you out there that are Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, my earth elements, but for some of you it will. Also, like, I feel like, there is on social media, it's a trap. Specifically this week, disconnect when you can, unplug from the matrix, because the energy, it feels kind of volatile. You're going to see things that are going to be pushing your buttons, especially if you're stalking your ex or stalking somebody that you used to be friends with, and you see that they're posting things about, indirect things or making generalizations. People go off on memes like if they were gangsters. And so a lot of that energy surrounds this week. So if you're a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, take heed. This is your reading for this week, and I hope you enjoyed it. All right, guys, if you are an air connected to the air element of air, and you're an air sign. You're a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius. This reading is for this week for you. So if you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, the energy this week is that you are going to be busy. You're almost done with a project. It's almost like there's something that you're wrapping up, and you can almost feel that pressure being relieved. This is going to be a time for you to reflect on the things that you're doing in your life right now, what you can micromanage, and what can you shift around. A lot of people like to micromanage. Some people like to do the opposite of that. So it's all going to fall into your part. But ultimately, you like to be the leader and take leadership of it. But Spirit is saying this week to give some control over to other people. Let other people take the lead. You don't always have to be in that role, in that position. There's a lot of anxiety as well. If you are a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, I know that I'm speaking for myself as this month has started. I have been experiencing some anxiety attacks, and that happens to do with the energy of being just so busy. If you're a Gemini, and I feel like this is true for Libra and Aquarius. So we need to slow it down. We need to ground ourselves, protect ourselves, and make sure that our vibration is at the most healthiest place. I know that a lot of times when we talk about our accomplishments or, just talking about things that we've done, people can perceive it as arrogance or ego, but they really don't understand the reasons behind that. But that's where judgment comes. So I feel like a lot of people this week as well are going to continue to throw their proliferation, so that's not even the word I was looking for. They're going to be projecting their energy and trying to subject you to their perceivement of how they see the world through their eyes, and it's not necessarily the truth. So do not take it to heart if you are feeling frustrated, because some of you may not be able to handle the energy very well. When this happens, things can happen around you. Maybe something falls from your hands and shatters on the floor. Something breaks. It's almost like you could have, some moments where you're wanting to just scream at the top of your lungs, and anger can take place. So Spirit is saying if you can get physically active this week, especially if you're a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, do so. Go out to the gym, go and work out, go out for a jog, for a walk. Just go out and do something. I also feel like there's a sense this week where some of you may be feeling like you're kind of like surrounded by a lot of people but invisible at the same time. And it's not that you're an attention seeker or that you're wanting to have visibility, but you are wanting to be treated like a human being, and you want your voice to be heard and other people to respect that. And I feel like this week is not the week that you're going to receive a lot of that. So don't take to heart. Things are going to be changing for the better, but it may not be this week. So just be truthful with yourself. I also feel like a lot of you are going to be getting some revelations on a deep level. This is going to be about things that maybe you were not clear about, people that have been lying to you, people that have been two-faced. Maybe, you have an epiphany that your job is no longer for you and you're needing to move on from it. And that's kind of the energy. At the same time, this week, there's a lot of focus on your love life. I know that for Geminis that are single, I'm single, other people as well. If you're a Libra, Aquarius, and you're single, there's a lot of focus right now on love. We're wanting to find that perfect soulmate. I mean, who doesn't, right? So this week, don't be too hard on yourself. We're approaching Valentine's Day. That does not help, specifically if you see other couples posting, but do not fall into that jealousy category. Do not fall into that comparing yourself to other people. That is their journey. If you are waiting for the right person to come into your life, also ask yourself, what are you doing to step out of those cycles that you have walls built around you, that you have created around yourself? You have to meet the universe halfway. Okay. There's going to be also a lot of signs from Spirit that is coming through, a lot of traveling for some of you that are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarians. I also feel like on some level there's going to be some revelation regarding a karmic justice, someone that maybe did you wrong and you're going to be hearing about it, right? So pay attention to what you're hearing from other people. I feel like there's people that are going to come back to you. It may not apply to all of us out there. but there is something about your ideas being heard, you being validated that you were right about someone. Maybe you told your best friend, that girl that she was, I'm sorry, that the guy that he was that she was with wasn't a good person, right? Or maybe you told your girlfriend the girl that she was with wasn't a good person. Whatever the situation is, you're going to get some validation, especially if people were not able to see that themselves and they were kind of blinded. Right now, I feel like you're going to also be working very hard this week. Pay attention to your surroundings. I feel like you're going to be helping someone, but make sure that you're not draining yourself in conversations or just the kind of help that you're giving to other people, because I feel like there's someone that is kind of like you may be enabling without knowing, and that has to stop that behavior in order for you to feel happy and for them to also respect your boundaries. So this is the reading for my air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All right, so we're going to get into the next one. All right, and if you're a fire sign out there, this is going to be my Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This week for you, it's all about reconnecting to your younger side, your inner child. A lot of you may be, focus on your health right now, beauty tips for skincare, how to, make yourself take care of yourself and pamper yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of you will be probably on vacations this week. For not all of you, all of us, of course, but some of you, Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius, or you could be planning this and looking forward to it. Excuse me. If you have a day off during the week, you may be going out to the beach or wanting to be around that area. I also feel like later, even though you have a soft side or a sweet side, some people may get on your nerves or push a certain button or say something that they really shouldn't be saying, and it's going to get kind of the best of you in some ways, but in some ways you're going to have to fight back and let them know that this was not right. I also feel like when we're talking about your love life and relationship, there's a lot of focus on that. It's almost like you're looking for that person that you once knew, but a lot of you may be feeling like your partner is no longer interesting. They're no longer giving you the time and the attention. And then some of you could be looking at it from a different angle and feeling like maybe you're the one responsible, that you haven't done enough to change things up. But there's some healing that is going to be taking place over the next couple of weeks and months for a lot of you fire signs out there. There's also a lot of focus on a wish, on a manifestation, something that you've been hoping and wanting to establish, but maybe haven't yielded the results yet that you want. I feel like that is something that is going to be yours. It's something that's going to be coming into manifestation, but it's all in divine timing. This is going to be a week where you're going to be very tired. You're going to feel, you're going to be working long hours. You may work OT. You may be, working a graveyard shift. Whatever you're working at, you're a very hard worker and very dedicated, and it shows. And eventually this is going to pay off. But right now, when it comes to your career, I feel like a lot of you are at a crossroads, not sure where you want to go, but it's not where you're at right now. That is not where you want to be. And so a lot of you may be wanting to change that up and kind of brush up on your skills, take a course, certify yourself in something to have an additional skill for maybe the next job or the next career phase for yourself. Spirit is also saying that, while you're on this path and doing all of this, there is going to be a lot of negative energy that you're going to face this week as well. Like I said, somebody pushing your buttons, somebody saying something that is affecting you in many ways. Spirit is saying for you to not get caught up in the parade of that. Do not get caught up in that pettiness. Keep it moving. Keep yourself on track and just focus on the bigger fish that you have to fry, because you do have bigger fish to fry. These people that are coming for you or that are throwing negativity in your life, it's all just hot air. It's all just jealousy. It's all just them not being happy with themselves. So focus on something else. Get out of that mentality. Get out of that energy, because it's not serving you. And that's your horoscope for this week if you're a fire sign. All right, guys. And if you are a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, if you're a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this is your horoscope for this week. And this week, for you, a lot of you, it's almost feeling like you're needing some extra support. You're needing somebody to lean on. Some of you are having a hard time because this whole energy this year is so different. This decade is going to be entirely different, and it's kind of chaotic. And it's starting off for a lot of people very stressful. A lot of things that are happening are just very stressful. And so a lot of you are, needing some help, and it's okay. And a lot of you can get that help, but you need to ask for it if you need it. Also, a lot of you this week are going to be finding that maybe you're looking and you've overspent. Some of you may be in a financial crisis or facing debt of some sort, and you're needing some financial assistance, but it's all about managing your money a little bit better. And a lot of you don't need me to tell you this. A lot of you already know this. And it's not that you maybe are just spending money frivolously, but there are some of us out there that are Cancer, Scorpios, or Pisces that we know we love to shop, okay? And so it can get the better of us. And so Spirit is saying for you to just be careful on, if you can cut out something during the week and make your own meals instead of doing takeout or going out to eat, you're going to save yourself in the long run, in the long term, a lot of stress and money regarding that. Also, I feel like a lot of you also are going to be focusing on time. It's almost like you feel like this week is going to pass by really quickly, like you don't have enough time to complete things, and it's frustrating. Do not let that get the best of you, because you always have time. There's always time, but we live in this crazy time period where everything has to be structured, everything has to be done at a certain time, and is very stressful. And then we fall into that category of being competitive with other people. And if you're very ambitious and very driven, and you're in a profession that's either in sales, marketing, or real estate, there's this competitive nature where somebody may be succeeding, getting a promotion, doing something, and you haven't gotten it, and you start feeling that jealousy, or you still start feeling a little sour about the whole situation, and you shut yourself off. Don't fall into that pattern. Keep going, keep flying, keep doing what you're doing, but do not give into that mentality. Like I said, those are lower vibrations, and it's going to be quite a struggle as we have started the new year. A lot of you are going to be noticing this week that, it's just a continuation of where we left off last year. And for some of us, it's even worse this year with the depression, with the anxiety, with the panic, with the worries and the fears. Do something to meditate. Listen to some self-meditation, audiobooks. Go and read a book. Do something that kind of takes your mind off of your problems. I also feel like you're going to find a lot of comfort for those of you that are Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces and are in a relationship, whether it's a fiance, it's marriage, it is a partner, a boyfriend girlfriend situation, whatever it is. A lot of you may be finding comfort in your family, even if it's not a partner. It could be your mother, your father, turning to them and getting some wise counsel. This week there's a lot of expression with your partner. For those of you that are in relationships of some sort, there is some tenderness expressed. There is some passion, desires, a lot of sexual desire, and a lot of that sexual energy that kind of resonates amongst these signs, that I just mentioned. So later in the week, it tends to get better. There's a lot of spiritual divination of some sort that you're going to be getting, from your consulting your cards, or consulting a pendulum, or consulting your higher self. I feel like a lot of you are going to be dealing with people also that hate themselves, and they're going to start making insinuations, kind of like using memes. How people, like I've said before, some on this horoscope or in previous podcasts, some people turn to memes to kind of throw shade. There's going to be a lot of that, but just don't focus on that. Don't give in that negativity. You are strong. You're one of the strongest elements. Water. If you're a water element or a water sign like Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So just stay positive as can be. And that's the message that I have for you this week. I hope that all of you out there loved your horoscope. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share it on your Facebook, your Instagram. Also go and follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And also, I am running a special right now. It's like a flash sale. I call it like a flash sale, but it's temporarily. It's for a limited time. All of my psychic readings by email, the basic psychic readings that usually would run for a certain amount, they are discounted. So there's no promo code, nothing that you would have to do. Just go to my website and you'll see the discounted sale price. Have an amazing day and blessings and love and light. Until next time, bye.